Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. I'm going to talk about 3 policy memos that have come recently from USCIS. I'm going to make 3 different videos for these memos so that you don't have to watch the entire video for just one policy memo that you are interested in. The first one that I'm going to cover is which came on November 13th, which is for the civics educational requirement for the purpose of naturalization. Basically, it means if you are appearing for naturalization test that is conducted in order to become a US citizen, you might be interested in this video. There are some changes in regards to how this test is going to be conducted, what are the passing scores and things like that. So I'm going to go through this policy memo which came out on November 13th for the purpose of naturalization. So if you are interested in this topic, stick around until the end and let's get started. So if you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or my channel is for immigration purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, you should hire a competent immigration attorney. With that said, let's get started. So USCIS announced a policy change for the naturalization test or civic test that is conducted for anybody who wants to get naturalized in the United States. Naturalization means the process of getting a US citizenship if you are a non-citizen and if you have gone through the process of getting a permanent residence and meet certain criteria. So there is typically a test that is required as part of this process, which is a civics test. It is based on the history of the United States, some current geopolitical information, the government and some other things. So just before the current administration wraps up their time in the White House, they are implementing some policy memos in USCIS. I'm not going to go into the reasoning, but they're updating some of the guidelines in 3 different categories, and we are going to cover this policy memo that is related to the citizenship in this video. So the actual policy alert came on November 13th. Civic educational requirements for the purpose of naturalization. Any changes out of these memo are going to be effective as of December 1st of 2020. So they were not effective immediately on November 13th. They are going to be effective December 1st of 2020. If you have your naturalization application submitted on or after December 1st of 2020, this memo or this change will apply to you. If you have applied for your naturalization before December 1st, which is up until November 30th of 2020, then this memo will not apply to you. That's what the policy guideline says. Now, in summary, there are a few changes that I want to point out. The first one is there used to be a total of 100 questions in the question bank that you would need to prepare for as part of this interview. So there were 100 questions that you would kind of go through and memorize as much as possible in order to prepare for the naturalization interview. Now they have increased this question bank to 128. So they have added 28 more questions to this bank. So you have 28 more questions to prepare for this naturalization civic test. So that is the first change. Now the second important change is currently the citizenship civic test only has 10 questions, out of which you need to get at least 6 questions correct. So which means the passing score is 60%. So as long as you get 6 out of 10 questions correct, then you pass the test. Now effective December 1st, they are going to expand the questions from 10 to 20. So effective December 1st, you will need to answer 20 questions instead of 10 questions. And you will need to get 12 questions right at the minimum in order to pass the test. So the passing percentage still remains the same at 60%. It's just that the number of questions you will need to answer doubles from 10 to 20 effective December 1st. And then the minimum number of passing questions that you will need to answer correctly increases from 6 to 12. So that is another important change that has happened as part of this memo, which will be effective December 1st. Now the officer has also been instructed to keep asking the questions until 20 questions are completed. So no matter if you have already answered 12 or more questions correctly, they will still continue to ask you all 20 questions. Now even the answers to some of these questions have changed, and you will notice that in the current versus the new question bank, when you when you prepare for the interviews. Now, some people say that this is too much. The questions in the interviews have not changed in a long time. This means that they are making an update to this civic test after a long time. So in my opinion, it is catching the other countries. For example, Canada also has 20 questions to answer as part of their naturalization test, and they have a higher bar for passing percentage. Instead of 60%, they have 75% passing. So out of the 20 questions they have to answer, you need to get at least 15 right in Canada. And I'm pretty sure even other countries such as Australia, New Zealand or UK also have similar passing percentage. In other words, US is making this civic test a little bit harder than before, effective December 1st of 2020. Now there are some exceptions to this rule. Not everybody will be asked 20 questions. If you are 65 years or older, then you may get away with answering just 10 questions, out of which at least 6 will need to be answered correctly. So that is for 65 years and older. There is also another exception. If you have been in the United States as a lawful permanent resident for at least 20 years, you will only need to answer 10 questions, out of which you will need to get 6 answers correctly to pass the test. So those are the two exceptions that they have mentioned. Now let's look at the actual policy memo, where I can just show you how it is summarized. So let's look at it. So here is the official policy memo that came out on November 13th. So it says policy alert, and the subject says civic educational requirement for purposes of naturalization. And it goes on to the same things that I just covered in my summary. Basically it updates the civic test for increasing the questions from 10 to 20 and the passing score from 6 to 12 questions. So basically the passing percentage still remains the same, but instead of answering 6 correct questions, you will need to answer 12 correct questions out of 20. And it also says that the question bank or the general bank of civic test questions will increase from 100 questions to 128 questions. So you'll need to prepare for more number of questions in order to appear for this test. It also confirms that all officers will be asking all 20 questions of the test, even if the applicant achieves a passing score. So that's in a nutshell what is mentioned in this memo on USCIS. So I know this is a big deal for a lot of people who have been preparing recently for their naturalization test. Now you have to prepare for 28 more questions. You will also be required to prepare for answering more questions, 20 questions instead of 10 questions as in the past, if you are applying for naturalization on December 1st or later. Now one more thing that I wanted to mention is the new administration may revert this policy change, but it's at their discretion as well. I'm not sure, they haven't mentioned it. The way I look at it is this is an update to a test which is long pending. Some people may be hopeful that the new administration will revert this policy memo and revert back to the 10 questions and 6 passing questions. But it's up to you how you interpret this. I think some people will treat this as a positive to kind of update the questionnaire and update the civic examination, since it was not updated for a long time, while others will treat this as a negative because this is making the naturalization test even more difficult. So whatever your perspective is, I think the new administration may or may not change this. We'll wait and see. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, because I will be making 2 other videos on the policy memos on adjustment of status and AC-21 rule that have also recently come on. So stay tuned for those videos, and I'll see you in the next one.